Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm gonna get started here in just a second. Moving some things around, streaming in a new area, trying some new things. Hope you understand. Hope this audio test sounds good too. If it doesn't, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to take care of it before we start. But yeah, just give me a couple more minutes and we'll get rolling. Got a lot to talk about. Missed you. All right, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to the new house. Ta-da! I don't think I've actually shown too much of this on YouTube yet because I've been so damn busy with so much stuff this whole year that I really haven't had time for y'all, and I hate that. It bothers me that I haven't really had a lot of time to do stuff for YouTube. So, yeah, I wanted to check in and let y'all know what's going on. Get you caught up on today, what's going on with the business, all that kind of stuff, and share some experiences I've gone through, because, oh my God. Whew! I've been through the ringer, to say the least. Lots of really cool stuff happened, lots of really not cool stuff happened, and what I'm doing about some of it. Because instead of just sitting around pouting and being a baby like I usually am, I actually decided to put a fire under my own ass and do something cool, which we'll talk about at the very end of this stream. We have a cool project we're announcing, and it's not just one where it's like, oh, Dustin announced another thing. We've been working on this one for a couple weeks, couple months now, and we're already pretty well into production. I'm really excited to talk about it. All right, so hang in for that. Until then, hi! How you doing? Let me look at the chat real quick because I haven't seen anybody. Has anybody said anything? Hi, Katie. Hi, Katie.
Hello.
Katie's here. So let's talk about one of the reasons why we haven't talked too much. Right around the time of Open Sauce, or the end of Open Sauce, we got contracted to do a big costume gig. I can't really talk about too much about that. What I can talk about is just like how I'm doing after. And outside of that, I've just been busy with, gosh, we had East Coast Rep Rap here right after that. And then I was already really feeling burnt out after that whole project. And then we moved into the house, which, if you've never moved out into your own place before, it's not easy. It's a pain, actually, and it's even worse when the people that you're moving out of are just kind of staring at you like, okay, bye. And it's like, okay, cool, you're not gonna help me move a box? All right, thank you, I love you too. And then after we moved into here, Katie just got a brand new job working as a vet, something, at a place somewhere. And then the office. You guys are probably curious about the office. We still have the office. We're still using the office. We still use it to house some of our printers. They're still running over there. And we are actually going to be moving out of the office probably sometime in April. We don't anticipate staying in there very longer, which is a huge bummer. We're going to say goodbye to our big, beautiful wall. But the good news is we got another one over here that we can do almost the same thing with if we want to, if we ask really nicely. And it's not like it's gone forever. I can literally put that up wherever. Hell, I might just take a really good picture of it with the new camera and the new lens. We could talk more about that in a second. And just put that up over there. It'd be like nothing changed. But yeah, why haven't I been streaming and making videos in between all this? Got a new phone because the other phone and me and the camera decided, hey, let's go dive off our 2-story stairs in our office, and I landed on my phone and my camera. And my 16mm lens broke and my phone shattered, and I'm really upset about that because we lost a lot of not just footage from things like Suit Up 2 Ultraman, which we'll get onto that too, but like wedding photos and some of my honeymoon photos. We didn't lose all of them, thankfully. We got a lot of them back. It's just we did lose some stuff, and that was a really expensive fall. I'm grateful it wasn't like a super expensive fall like, oh hey, my leg, it's bending in 3 different directions. That's cool, I got new knees. No, that's not what we were anticipating, and I'm glad that didn't happen. But yeah, that was like a 2.5K fall. That sucked. So had to recover. Had to get all this stuff taken care of, but we got a few new lenses to back up just in case. This one can zoom. The f-stop on it isn't as good, so we're gonna need to get some better lighting in here. But to be fair, this whole house has been kind of dark. But for the most part, yeah, this is gonna be our new streaming area and our new hangout and stuff like that. We're gonna go over there, and I'll give you guys a better, closer look here in a few minutes. But yeah. Woo. Okay. So we just got back from Ranger Stop, and if you can't tell, I'm wearing some stuff from Al Combo. And if you guys haven't heard, today is the last day to order your Psycho Ranger t-shirts. And if you haven't seen those yet, go check out Al's stuff, Al Combo, on Twitter. We're not calling it X. It's the Al Combo. Go look for Al Combo. He has these really crazy jerseys. He's showing us some stuff that he has coming up, and I'm so hyped. I'm so excited. Y'all have no idea. Like, we have the O's jerseys on the way, but there's another type of jersey that I don't think he's revealed yet. I don't want to say anything, but I practically stole his phone to swipe through all the images of it. Like, I was hogging his phone for a second. Seriously, I was that excited. I try not to do that. I don't like taking people's personal property. You know what I mean? But that one, I was just like, yo, I'm taking this because I want this picture. Like, I could have just sent it to myself, but no. Seriously, the next one, if you're a Rider fan, you're going to want to see that. So, yeah, I want to shout out to the boys from Superior Sentai. We got Max, we got Jay, we got Kitch, we got Vaughn. Who am I missing? Did I get Jay in there too? Did I say Jay twice? Jay once. Oh, Planet. Don't forget about Warframe Grid. Yo, speaking of all those guys, absolutely amazing dudes, and I really appreciate hanging out with them at Ranger Stop. We're going to try and make some moves to where we're going to be working together for some future events, so stay tuned to all of our different stuff. And you're going to see a lot more cross-promotion from here pretty soon. But for real, go check out Al's stuff. This is one of the coolest damn shirts. I love this jersey. Katie will tell you I washed it, and I still haven't taken it off since I've washed it.
It's gone about 90% of the time since you've been home.
And it's saying something too, because I also got this sick t-shirt. I'm going to show him the shirt. One sec. So I like Danny DeVito. It's a rum ham shirt. This is rip shit on ham. I love it. So, who made this one again? At Cuddy Beige on Instagram. They made this rip shit on rum ham shirt, and I want one. So I got two. Yeah, so let's talk about some 3D printing stuff, because we had to make a decision about doing some stuff for Christmas, and I wanted to be up front about it. We were initially going to be stocking some Elegoo Neptune series. We were going to stock some of the Neptune 4. So before we decide to sell anything in our store, we always try all this stuff before we just shove it in the store. We never want to push a product towards y'all that we aren't personally happy with. And I've gone through multiple different versions of the Neptune 4. We went through the Neptune 4, the Neptune 4 Pro. We went through 2 of the Neptune 4 Maxes, and I've gone through 1 of the Neptune 4 Pluses, which is actually sitting right here next to me. We're going to be looking and opening up another one here in a minute, but none of them have really been performing the way I've been wanting them to. And it's starting to get a little bit frustrating. I'm going to share some of that stuff with you as well. And we're also going to talk about the bamboo machines, because we actually just got another one and another AMS on top of it. So now we could do 12 colors on our AMS, and I'm or on our Bamboo Lab stuff. Super excited to be able to make that many multicolored props. We're going to be probably doing a Lightspeed Rescue Blaster first. I'm very excited about that because I love Lightspeed Rescue. It's one of my favorite ones. So, yeah. So we're going to talk about the Elegoo stuff. We're going to talk about the bamboo stuff. And then, yeah. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit rusty. It's been a while. It's been actually a while, but I'm super happy to be back. If you caught us over at East Coast Rep Fair, you might have saw that we had this really cool new material we're working with. I'm going to share it with y'all real quick too. I also had it at Ranger Stop, but I only shared it with very specific people. So, hey, if you got to see this, you were lucky. So what I have right here in my hand is very short TPU from ColorFab. And this is our first test print. It's really not the best thing in the world for a test print, but the capabilities of what this material can do are very, very, very cool and very up my alley. This feels like EVA foam. It's squishy. It's just rigid enough to return back to its shape, but the feel of it feels like EVA foam, and you can actually do work to it to where those layer lines. This is a bunch of layer shifting. This is hopefully not what would be on the final product. But you can smooth all this out really easily with just a couple of polishing tools. And this means that potentially we could start doing some EVA foam helmets and EVA foam props and costumes with, 3D printed EVA foam props and costumes. Depending on how fast and how hot and how quickly you push this filament, it can go from anywhere from 95 I think 90A down to 40 shore hardness, so it can get really soft and squishy or stay relatively strong. It is a TPU. It foams up. There's not a lot of videos about it, and there's not a lot of settings on it. Willow Creative, she makes some absolutely amazing stuff. Go check out her costumes and her 3D printing stuff as well. She's the one that showed this stuff over on Twitter, and I had to go check it out myself. We got a bunch. The minute I have a setting where I'm super proud of how it works, and I know it works across at least 2 or 3 of these different printers that I have, I will be sharing it so you all could try it yourselves. Gonna really try to push that material because I'm super impressed, and if it means I can translate some of my EVA foam skills over to 3D printing, oh my god, we're gonna make some really, really crazy stuff. So, speaking of making crazy stuff, what am I making right now? Well, we were making a bunch of helmets earlier, and then I blew a fuse, so that's on me. I'm about to restart all this stuff after the stream because, I've been trying to get customer orders out. If you're somebody that's been waiting on an order from me, I really, really appreciate your patience, especially since us moving in. We've been trying to make things print over here, and the office right now is kind of a disaster because after that last big job, I've been having a hard time walking in there. It's kind of like a PTSD deal. Katie can tell you.
It's like a huge mood change, instantly when you walk in the door.
And it's hard to describe. So I ever since getting things back in here, I've been getting back into the groove of things. But yeah, I've been trying to make things work across there, and it's been not working over there. So I tried bringing things back over here to start working, and they haven't been working over here. Frustrating, but I just need to sit here and keep calibrating and keep checking my firmwares and keep making sure that these things are working on the up and up. It's just been a huge bummer that I haven't been able to really print the way I've been wanting to print, but it really feels like it's been no print November. Katie will tell you how I've tried to produce at least 30 different things the last few weeks, and I've gotten maybe 10% of those things.
Most of it being because Elegoo printers aren't working good right now.
And that's kind of a bummer. Now, that's nothing to say that the usual mainstays like the Neptune Pluses and Neptune 3 Pluses and Neptune 3 Maxes aren't working. Those things are working great. They usually do. I love those machines. Y'all know I do. But it's all the new ones that we got that I had loaded all up in here, expecting them to work. And They're not working the same way. It's like all the gremlins that were going to be in the Neptune 3 got swept out, and then they brought in the 4 so quickly they all decided to hop onto that one instead. It's kind of a bummer because I've seen some people who have some that work extremely well, but a lot of the ones that they have that work extremely well have been review units. And yeah, I kind of wish that was like across the board and not just on 1 or 2 machines. Also, trying to work with Elegoo recently has been a bummer. I've been trying to get a bunch of machines to ship, and then I saw what was happening, and I thought, oh, maybe not. And then we were trying to order filament and stuff, and we got left on red, which is like, y'all, I want to buy filament, because Elegoo got a bunch of new filaments in recently, and they're pretty cool. There's a clear one. Here, I'll actually show you. Check this out. This is the clear one. It's printed really weird, but we printed a helmet with it. Katie, do you mind grabbing that for us real quick? The 3D printed clear helmet? And then this is their new Galaxy Black. It's got like a blue glitter flake in it. I don't know if y'all can see it too good because the lighting in here is strange, but I really like this stuff. I think it's really pretty. They also have this new like seafoam green. I like this stuff as well. We gotta talk about this part though. Yeah, but here's that transparent helmet. This is printed on the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max, and it's almost perfect. Like I can wear it, but there's a giant layer shift right in the middle of it that's like off by like a millimeter. So it's I don't know if y'all could see it too well because of our lighting situation, but it's right there across the eyes. Hopefully y'all should be able to see it pretty good. Oh, thank you, Katie. See how there's like a layer shift going straight across? Huge bummer.
The Elegoo special.
The Elegoo 4 Max special. So let's, since we're already talking about the elephant in the room, let's talk about that elephant that's in my room. 2 of them. So I have 2 Elegoo Neptune 4 Maxes. I always try to get 2 versions of each machine, so I get like a kind of a baseline, you know? Like, usually I bring them in thinking like, okay, I'm gonna add this to my fleet if they work well. And if they don't work well, or they seem like I can't get anything out of it, or they're just not working right, I usually return them. Or if somebody else seems like they're really interested and they want to go for it with knowing what I went through, I'll pass it off to them. But yeah, I haven't got a chance to check out this one, but I've been checking out the 2 Maxes I have, and the first one I have has a really crazy issue with the bed where it just does not want to move really smoothly. And then on top of that too, we're getting really bad layer shifting issues. This is one of the first layer shifts we got. It's bad. It's really bad. So that sucked. I was really unhappy about that, but we tried tweaking some settings, lowering some speeds, and trying to make things work, and we almost got a good print out of this, but I'm gonna come around here and show y'all. This has a couple layer shifts all across the chin that are really no good, like super hard to work with, like no good. And then there's a lot of ghosting and ringing that's just like, that shouldn't be there on these kind of clipper machines. So I saw that, I was like, oh, I should probably do some input shaping. I haven't done that yet. So I go to run input shaper, and then it starts screaming about Moonraker and all these other things, and that's when I learned that these things are not running a regular version of Clipper. They were running a version of Clipper that's the Elegoo flavor, which currently uses dirt. Which I don't want to say that. I would rather it be like a nice earthy flavor like coffee. You know, something that's smooth and hits and just reliable, you know? But no, it's like sand, it's coarse, it's rough, it gets everywhere. But no. And I've been trying to do everything I can to make it work. Firmware checks, different slicers, consistently checking with the Discord, trying to make things work. And this one machine just does not want to work well for me. I'm going to try to give it like a whole day tomorrow to try to fix it, but that first one is just not working right. The other one is the one that produced this helmet right here, and for the most part, it's doing okay. It has this one layer shift issue, and it makes me wonder, like, do I need to tighten things up a little bit more? Like, is the belt just not tightened? It was just another thing where it just smashed into itself. I don't know. I haven't had enough time to really check them out, and I would have shared them on stream, but or done a video. My initial impressions on these things have not been great, and I didn't want y'all to see me being like super excited and super bummed. So I'm kind of glad we didn't do any footage of that. But yeah, we have the Neptune 4 Plus right here. It's produced a couple small things, but because of the power failure we had, it hasn't been able to do too much for me. this is where we started. We were working on the new Kamen Rider V3 helmet from Dzackers. It's based on the Next. So if you want Kamen Rider The Next stuff, go check out Dzackers over on Etsy. He has some really cool The Next helmets right now. Anyways, yeah, that print failed because of the power outage. So I haven't really been able to put it through its paces. In terms of slicer settings, though, there aren't really slicer settings for it, which is weird. So I'm trying to make it work across Elegoo Slicer, and then I tried making it work with Orca Slicer. And Orca Slicer actually gave me the best results. And I wanted to try it again with the new one that we're about to build here before the end of the stream. So I have a Neptune 4 down there, not a 4 Pro, just a 4. It's similar, but it doesn't have that metal rail thing on it. And I was using the slicer settings for that in a modified version of it in Orca Slicer to where it has the same build volume as the 4 Plus. And that seemed to work on this machine pretty decently. But now I gotta go try it again with the other way around, where I start with a max and go backwards and see if... This is what I want to experiment and find out. If I use the max settings on Orca Slicer and make this thing think that it's printing as if it's a max, will it still do that weird layer shifting thing? I'm really curious. I don't think it would, but if it does, we might start getting onto something. So, we are gonna go ahead and reset. I'm gonna go drink some water. Go run to the bathroom. We're gonna come back and catch up in just a second and show you guys some of the new space over here. We're gonna show you our new printer setup, and then we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes of working on some printers and then sharing some stories. So we'll be back in just a few. Hey, okay, we're back. I got a quick sip. Giving you kind of like a first-person perspective, so I'm going to be moving things around a bit. But yeah, this is our new mantle and collection space. So we're going to be putting most of our stuff over here. These printers, currently a temporary home, but we're going to be moving that stuff out. Anyways, yeah, we're going to be moving most of our collection stuff right here. We have our Neptune 3 Max and our Neptune 3 Plus working over there. And there's another one that's one of the ones I shut off during the thing going off earlier. It's a bummer. Anyways, yeah, so we're going to be putting a lot of our collection and things right here. And this is going to be mostly our new stream area. This corner over here is going to be a little bit more dedicated to our Bamboo Labs printers. And it's going to hold most of our filaments and stuff like that on the wall. Going to be getting a rep rack. Very excited about putting that together. Pooch, if you show up at my house, I swear to God, if you clean it, I'll be very appreciative. Thank you. And then this is going to be our breakfast dining area. Hey, Katie. But yeah, this is where all this is going to be. It's just a matter of I need to get some things taken care of. The minute I got those things taken care of and I got more of these things moved up into their official places, like the garage and the upstairs workspace, this is just where they're going to be. And that's okay. So I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but we're actually printing 2 different Shin Kamen Rider helmets right now. That one right there is the 1991 Shin Kamen Rider. I don't know if y'all can see that too good. I don't know why I'm doing that when I could do one of these numbers. Check this out. Hey, baby, we got zoom. We got the zoom. Anyways, yeah, that's our Shin Kamen Rider from 1991 that's printing right now. I don't remember who posted this. I think they're relatively new on CG Trader or Etsy. The minute I know who they are, I'm going to add them to the description of this video. I'm really sorry, but go check it out. It just got posted recently. Go look around. It's actually a really decent model. I'm pretty impressed with it. Then this guy over here is another one of D. Zacker's helmets. This is the 2023 Shin Kamen Rider. I haven't printed this version yet. I've been mostly printing all the Shin Kamen Rider helmets from Wrap Product 3D. I'm not trying to sit here and compare the two. I just want to see which one fits better for different people. This one I'm excited to try. But yeah, this one over here was printing. It was printing a bunch of stuff, and then it failed, and it was going to be one of the Wrap Product 3D ones, and just chill, it's on timeout. Anyways, so here's the fun, the big fun. That's the new AMS, or that's the new X1 Carbon. We had another one. We're trying to figure out what's going to happen with that whole situation, but for now we had to get another one to take care of our multi-material needs. Speaking of multi-material needs, we got another AMS, so for shits and giggles, I'm experimenting with doing the 12 color prints. I know it's really dark over here. I'm sorry if it's hard to see. We're going to get some better lighting, but like I said, we just moved in and we're getting everything all furnished up. But yeah, that's an AMS there, and another one over there. 12 colors all loaded in. I think I'm going to have some fun with Hue Forge, and then after I've played with that a bit, I'm going to put one of those AMSs back over there. But the other thing that's really cool about all these is that with these machines, I can actually do some more durable prints with carbon fiber and things like that in it. So if you're interested in getting something made that's a little bit more durable, holler at me. I'm really excited to try working with some new materials. We actually started working with PETG a little while ago, and yeah, I think that might become our new all-the-time material. I like PLA. It's just, it's pretty versatile. It's just after my Shin Kamen Rider helmet brokey, kind of want to use other stuff. But yeah, that's where our printer situation is. We're gonna bring on over now. Say hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
So I'm gonna drop this camera down so y'all can get a better view. Hey, how do you mind sliding over a bit? Thank you. Mind rotating a bit too? Thank you. Just want to make sure you got enough room for us to look at the new machine. So this is the Neptune 4 Plus. And we're gonna try starting our print on this again in just a moment. I'm gonna try switching some things around to start the last print we just had on it, which was the Kamen Rider V3, the next print. So this is the furthest we got last time. I'm really bummed this didn't work out because it was looking like it was gonna be really good. We're gonna run this one, and then once we get that started and see how it's running, I'm gonna build the new one right behind it. So, yeah, while I get started doing all this, how y'all been? Tell me how you've been in the chat. I haven't had a chance to look at chat yet. Hope y'all are doing good. I miss y'all, and I'm excited to get back into the groove of it. We're not gonna be doing crazy amount of streams, so like these are gonna be a little bit more sporadic like they have been, but we're trying to make it a little bit more consistent. At least try to get one done a month, you know, if we can. Because Katie and I will tell you, we have some stuff planned for early 2024 that's probably one of our biggest budget project yet. Here, you say it again with the mic towards you.
For sure.
Thank you. I'm glad that sounded super forced. I appreciate that. Oh my god. But yeah, if y'all have questions about the Neptune 4, you have any questions about the Bamboo Lab printers, drop them in the comments. If you have any questions about stuff we did in the summer, go ahead and do that too. Assuming we can talk about it, we'll talk about it. All right. Oh, what's up?
Scoot.exe asks, going to Japan in a month, any writer recommendations to do there?
Scoot. Yeah. Okay. So, geez, where are the first places I would tell you to go? God, where would we? Okay. Well, Rider Diners definitely changed. So I would still say go, but only go if you still really like Super Sentai 2. They kind of merged the two together. It's still worth checking out Nikabukuro, but there are other places you can go that you might like better. Nakano Broadway, I would recommend going there instead of Akihabara if you want to get like, you know, toys and junk like that. But oh gosh, what's another good Rider place to go check out? We know this one Kamen Rider fan that is a super cool dude. He runs a bar in Asagaya, and it's called, or is it Asakusa? Keisaku, yeah. Asagaya. It's either in Asagaya or Asakusa, but it's called 44 Sonic. Bar 44 Sonic. Go over there, tell him Dustin said hi. He's really cool. He's like a super old school Toku dork, and we love hanging out with him every time we get a chance to go see him. Then there's also Hero 3, which is another bar, which is owned by the son of the dude that plays Kamen Rider V3. So, yeah, actually, if you email me, I might be able to drop my map on you early. I'm still trying to finish a project that has a huge like map of locations to go check out. I'm trying to think where it would be. Oh, if you can go up north, go to the Ishinomori Manga Museum. If you really like Rider, you would love that. I would also really recommend that if you're in Kyoto, go check out the Toei Kyoto Studio Park. It has lots of Rider suits and stuff like that. I'm sure you'd really appreciate looking at those. If you want to check out a G. Rosso show, I would also recommend that because sometimes they bring out the Kamen Riders and they do bike stunt shows, which they just brought back recently. So go check that out. If you want tickets, you can buy them at a 7-Eleven. If you need help buying tickets, ask somebody really nicely. Not me. My Japanese is good, but it's not that good. Can't read good. Whew. Katie, I'm getting hungry. You want to order a pizza? All right. Hey, chat, what kind of pizza should we get? What are our options, actually? Can you look that up? Here, I'll look at chat because I haven't really been paying attention. Hey, Odd One Dude, it's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And Scoot, thanks for your question again. If you have any other questions, like I said, email me, Dustin at TheNextDecade.co. I will send you my personal map of stuff that you might like to go check out.
Tell them about your experience at the Kamen Rider store in Tokyo.
Oh, okay. So the Kamen Rider store in Tokyo Station was a real bummer because it was super busy, and I was so salty that day because it took us so long to find the darn thing, like really darn long to find the damn thing. Like we went in there and it took us almost an hour to find the place, and then once we got there, it was so packed and so jam-packed, I couldn't really walk through or look at anything. And anytime I was trying to walk through or look at anything, somebody would like jump in front of me. And it was sweaty. Sweaty's the right, yeah, dude, absolutely sweaty. It felt like I was playing like an MLG game or some shit.
It was sweaty in that store.
Mm-hmm. We like got some pictures of the suit that I had available there, but ultimately, it wasn't as much a fun of experience as I was hoping it would be. It was a huge bummer. Trying to think of another thing they should go check out that's like big Rider related stuff. Because like I haven't really been paying attention to my own map for a little while. Oh, Yomi Murray Land! Yeah, okay, if you like Kamen Rider 01, go check out Yomi Murray Land. It's a theme park. As soon as you walk in, you'll know exactly what's up. But try to schedule yourself for the right time of day to go. Because if you go at the right time, they could have a Kamen Rider live action show that you could be watching on stage right there. And after the shows, the riders come out, you can go get pictures with your favorite Kamen Rider from the show. Highly recommend doing that. Okay, I'm going to start up this printer, like I said I was going to do. And then we're going to start clearing off this table a little bit more so we can start building this printer. So, I'll give you guys a close-up view of what we're doing. We're going to go print. And then the next V3. Then For some reason, it doesn't want to show me any of the G code. Last time I did this, it told me it was going to take 40 minutes. It didn't take 40 minutes. It actually died after like 2 hours. I don't blame it though. I feel like that's more on like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, the quarry. Okay, so the quarry is a little bit harder to tell people to go to because it is still technically private land. It's one of those things where if you know nobody's there and nobody's working, totally go check out the quarry itself. If you can't go check out the quarry itself, Mount Iwafune, I mean, go check out the other side. There's a huge set of stairs. There's also a couple areas where they have filmed stuff. Like there's a scene where they shot lots of ghosts at right on the back of Mount Iwafune. The peak of it's very cool. There's a really, really, really interesting story about the land and the mountain in general if you're into Buddhist culture. And yeah, if you can go to the quarry and you know for a fact nobody is there or nobody's working, that's when you go run around and have some fun. And then if you plan your trip right and you're a cosplayer, they actually go there. There's a group called Cost Navi, and you can sign up with Cost Navi to get some gas explosion pictures. Kind of like what I stumbled upon them. I want to do it myself one of these days, but I gotta figure out what the right suit for that's gonna be for me. Gotta do it sooner than later, though. I'm getting old and fat. And then what's the other word, or the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, Taka from Secret Kotetsu Toy Boys. Kotetsu Toys. I always mess up his names. Always do it. Taka, you guys know Taka from Twitter. Him and Megu took photos with the gas explosions behind him in Iwafune, I think. And if it wasn't in Iwafune, I know for a fact they probably did it with a similar group that probably does it there too. But yeah, gas explosions, super fun. Iwafune, lots of fun. That's in Tochigi. So you got to do some research for that one, but if you want some help, just email me. Like I said, Dustin at TheNextDecade.co. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this printer. Oh, I already got that one running, so now I got to get this cleared off, like I said. So I'm going to move the clear Ichigo helmet and all this stuff right here away. So, we're working on a project. That has a lot of costumes coming up. A lot of costumes. And it'd be pretty cool if you guys became members, because as I'm building those costumes, I'm going to be spilling more and more information about this bigger and bigger project that I'm going to give a more official announcement about later. But yeah, if you're interested in learning some stuff about how we 3D print stuff or how we make stuff for costumes specifically, if you become a member, you can catch some more candid vlogs that we make. We did a test run for the open source stuff. It kind of worked okay, so we're gonna try to make some more, but we're gonna be making those a little more focused. But yeah, if you're wanting more regular content from the channel that isn't streams and isn't one of these bigger videos that we're working on, being a member is the best way to get that. Plus, you also get our patterns early, so if you want the next suit up pattern, that's also available right now. It's an ultimate pattern. Okay. So, I'm kind of dreading doing this unboxing and build video, specifically for one reason and one reason alone. It's not because it's a Neptune 4 and there's a chance that it could be acting silly. It's because the box is sticky. It was sticky when I got it, and I don't know why it's sticky, but it's so sticky. It's so gross. Oh, let me give you guys another comparison real quick while I still have it. I meant to show you guys this sooner. So, this is what I got on the Neptune 4 Max. Kind of junky, layer shifty, ghosted, really, really a bummer. This is what we got on the X1 Carbon. It's so much cleaner. Like, this is probably one of the cleanest job pieces I have printed yet. Hopefully y'all could see that. Oh, sorry, my bad. But yeah, the Bamboo Labs printer did a really, really, really clean job. Still trying to figure out what's up with these Neptunes. I'm praying that we can get these rolling again because I want to make some more Shin Kamen Rider helmets. Hey, thanks. Yeah, no, it's a nice looking machine. We'll see if it ends up being a nice machine for me. But I appreciate it though. Hey, Chris. Oh yeah, no, I'm back. I've been so busy with a bunch of other stuff going on. But yeah, we're back to doing stuff. I took a little mini vacation after a very long summer and hung out with some friends and repping their stuff right now. Al Combo. Go check out Al Combo. Alcombo.com. The Al Combo. Go get some Beetleborg stuff while it's still available. Psycho Ranger stuff too. Psycho Ranger shirts are out there. Go get those. But yeah, we just wanted to get back to streaming. Yo, what's up, Matt? Good to see you, dude. I'm sorry we didn't get to hang out more at Ranger Stop, but you know where to find me. Definitely want to be picking your brain about the project we're going to be talking about at the end of the stream tonight. But yeah, I'm going to move this a little bit closer so y'all can see this printing. And I'm going to start getting this other guy built up. So let me set this down and get the sticky box back. I really don't want to touch that box, man. It's so gross. I'm going to grab paper towels and touch it. What's our pizza options, baby? Can we get lava cakes? They have ice cream? I know, but yo, we could take lava cake and put ice cream on top of lava cake. Woo! Let's go! Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure. Sorry.
Wife pressure.
Wife pressure, wife pressure. Oh no, this is too perfect. Oh my god. Ow! Put the screen on my knife. Okay, I got the box. All right, there's a sheet of paper on top of the box that's like stuck to the sticky stuff. I'm gonna peel it. I want you guys to hear this. Y'all ready? All right, here we go. Here's some audio texture for you. Why is it that sticky? It's like glue, but I don't think it's glue. I think some driver was just like, hey, yo, I got my McDonald's frappe, let's go. And then they spilt it, and they're like, fuck! And that's just how that went. Ooh, all right. Also, hey, just to let you know, we're changing up how we're doing some of these things. We want these to feel like a little bit more like a hangout, like you're in the house with us, chilling, or at the office with us, chilling. So if any tones or anything changes and you don't feel like this is your style anymore, that's okay. I understand. We're still gonna be making some other stuff that might still be your style. So if streams don't work out for you, it's cool. I get it. But I hope you like the new style of streams here pretty soon, because we're gonna be doing stuff that isn't just working. But we are gonna be doing some streams that are just working. So yeah, oh yeah, we should probably talk about that, right? The plan I had about the streaming and printing. You're giving me the face like you forgot what we were talking about earlier. Okay, so my wife forgot about the thing we were talking about earlier, so I guess it's gonna be an announcement to her too. Okay, so the plan was for some future streams. We're not gonna be doing. I don't know how soon we'll be able to do this, but hopefully soon. I'm gonna try to get it in a sense where the minute that you come onto the show and you can see that I'm printing something, and then you can actually request to have something printed on the show. As we start printing it and you're happy with how it's going so far, we'll send you an order form. You guys can fill that out entirely. Once you have that all taken care of, by the stream the next week, where we start other people's prints, you should be able to see your stuff getting packed and shipped out. We're gonna start doing that. The only way that you wouldn't get that thing shipped on that Friday is if you get it sooner, is if you expedite the shipping, then we would get that to you sooner. But yeah, we're trying to make it to where this is more of an interactive 3D printing show where you can see your stuff getting printed. Found a couple of different services that we can use to hopefully make some online stuff work like that. And yeah, just give us some time. Only one, or well, sometimes two people working on this, so just give us a chance. I'm gonna pull all this out of the sticky box and banish the sticky box to the garage. All right, what's up? Here, you want to take over and read some stuff off to me?
The immortal Red Fox says, I need my boy to make some figures for my beautiful self.
Oh, I think I have his files upstairs. So give me a couple minutes to get this printer set up, and then maybe we can make that the first print, like a mini version of your statue. That's the first print for this one. Oh, hold on, I got some red clear stuff that you'd probably love to see. Hold on. Where did I put it? Why don't we print his little figure? Let's print. Hey Matt, let's print your figure in this beautiful red PLA we call Blood of My Enemies from Protopasta. Here, Katie, can you give me a light so we can get a really good shine on this stuff? Look how clean and crispy that stuff is. This is one of my favorite. If you got one of the Kamen Rider logos that I printed out for people at Ranger Stop, this is that red that's on top of it. It's called Blood of My Enemies Red from Protopasta. Highly recommend them. Yeah, that's what that red ends up coming out to look like. Yeah, that looks good. I like that stuff. So, yeah, let me get this printer built up. We'll get it loaded up with that color, and we'll try printing your figure. It's gonna take me a second to slice it all up, but hopefully I can give you guys like maybe a live demonstration of slicing it. So here, I'm gonna pass the mic back over to Katie, and I'm gonna start trying to build this as quickly as possible.
There's not enough dead air in the world to make me talk. How y'all doing? Yes, the Domino's has been requested.
Woo! Domino's Pizza Tracker. Who put our pizza in?
Hang on.
Is it Dave? Fuck Dave.
Why are we talking shit about Dave?
We always talk shit about Dave.
Would he?
You know.
It doesn't tell me. They'd be protecting their workers these days.
Are you telling me I can't harass them on social media anymore?
I guess so. When Dennis does a bad job quality checking your order, they don't have targeted attacks, I guess.
No, but then how do we know they're not going to blame that on Franklin? The whole reason why Pizza Tracker was there to see who was actually doing the good job. We like Franklin at the Domino's.
Man, is it Dennis or Franklin? Now I can't. Anyway.
No, Dennis is the one we don't like.
The odd one asks, "How was Ranger Stop?"
Okay. Oh, Ranger Stop was a lot of fun. I got to link up with a lot of people. I mostly went just to have fun, but it ended up turning into a giant networking party for me. So if you guys liked what we did at that Ranger Stop, I highly recommend looking into Atlanta's Ranger Pop and Stop. If you can't make it to Power Morphicon, but you're on the East Coast and you want something similar, I would highly recommend checking out Ranger Stop and Pop. It sounds like me and the boys are going to try to be there. And if we don't end up doing the same thing we do at Ranger Stop at Power Morphicon, we're probably going to try to do a house party. That's still tentative. We're not entirely sure yet. But yeah, we're working on trying to have another thing. But Ranger Stop in general was a lot of fun. And if you haven't done a Power Rangers convention before and you want to do Morphicon, but you just can't make it that far out from the East Coast, Ranger Stop is your next best bet. It's still a lot of fun. Had a great time, and I hung out with quite a few Ranger actors. Shout out to the Thunder Brothers from Ninja Storm. Georgito and Adam, y'all are cool.
Not to be confused with the Lightning Brothers. I don't know who those would be.
The Lightning Brothers?
Yeah.
Lightning Brothers get in
For those who don't know, the sound that just kicked on is the fan for the Neptune 4 series. They have this giant fan on the back to help with cooling. And after the first layer, it kicks on. So it's quiet for the first part, but then on the second part, once it kicks up to the second layer, it does get a little more loud.
Yeah, these 6010s, these are very big fans.
They'll be the best fans you ever had, but you'll never have to sign an autograph.
I mean, maybe if it comes filming at you. Hot molten filament. Delicious hot molten filament. Where's our mascot? He hasn't appeared yet.
He cameoed earlier. He walked by the corner of the screen.
Oh, he did?
He did, yes, when we were at the different camera angle.
Oh, the boy. Bring me the boy.
They're asking what con was Go On Jared at?
Go On Red was at Japan World Heroes. That was Japan World Heroes. I wasn't able to attend that one. I really wanted to. Furuhara is a really cool dude. I've actually known him and talked to him before on Facebook, like a while ago, and then we actually started reconnecting over on Twitter. So, super good dude. I hope we get to see more of him soon. Genuinely, like, he's one of my favorite people I've met through Super Sentai stuff. But yeah, Japan World Heroes, fun convention. If you cosplay, just be ready if someone takes your photo and uses it. I'm not salty. I'm fucking bitter. Just want to make that clear. Okay, I'm talking this.
Oh boy. Everyone's fine.
Nobody was in here. Hooray.
Nobody yet.
Isn't it just a bag of news? Good bag of news. Tell me how much I love our UI Fix-It kit.
Yeah, we got the iFixit kit. Who the people we actually met at Open Sauce in San Francisco.
That was such a fun event too. Open Sauce was great. If you haven't go check that out, go look at some videos from Open Sauce, please.
Yeah, Open Sauce was a great time. We met the iFixit people. They were one of the bigger booths there. They had a really, really neat kit, and we ended up getting it, and we've used it many a time in our daily lives as new home people, and also for tinkering with printers and such. It's been really, really useful for when you just misplace that one Allen key.
Well, it says I fix it. The damn thing won't focus. Yeah.
It was focusing okay. It wasn't too bad.
I couldn't see it. My bad.
It's all right. We're both batting like 2015 eyes over here. No 2020 here. But yeah, Open Sauce was a good time. We hope that there is an Open Sauce too, and maybe we will be.
We hope we're invited for Open Sauce too.
Yes, we hope we are invited for Open Sauce too, as well. That was run by a lot of the science community, for those who aren't aware, like those like William Osman, Backyard Scientist, the other ones. I don't know how much they're involved. But yeah, it was a really, really good time. And East Coast Rep Fair was a really good time as well, which ended up unknowingly being the last East Coast Rep Fair, because now they're going to be 3D Printopia instead.
3D Printopia! Anything that puts Topia at the end of it makes me happy. I don't know why.
Just makes you expect to get like a Mai Tai or something while you're there.
Man, I wouldn't mind a drink right now like that.
Well, let's see where our pizza is at.
Oh, that's right. We ordered food, so I could have another. Do we have foods here?
What are you asking?
Do we have alcohol?
Yes, it's in the fridge.
Great. Oh, sake.
You don't have to call it names.
Oh.
We also have other alcohol.
What do we have?
We have the wine, and you have your
Oh, the wine.
and you have your water bottle of other clear alcoholic beverage.
Oh yeah, the Rumplements that all the boys, I told them they weren't ready for it, and then they thought they were ready for it, then they weren't ready for it. Sorry, Planet. Sorry, Al.
Beast of Possibility asks, does the 3D Shin Kamen Rider file for printing come with the chest armor? All I'm finding is the helmet.
Okay, so the chest armor was a collaboration between me and Rat Product 3D. I don't know how they feel about me selling the file, but if you're interested in getting the chest printed, I could definitely do that. Just shoot me an email over at dustin@thenextdecade.co. You let me know the settings that you would like how tall, how wide, how deep, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I can get that printed up and sent over to you. I have the okay to print it. I do not have the okay to sell the file or share the file. Really sorry about that. We are going to be working on a new foam version of that here pretty soon too. So if you're cool with foam making things, we're going to make a foam version based off of the 3D print. So yeah, email me if you want me to print that up for you.
Of course. What questions would you like to ask?
How are y'all feeling about the state of tokusatsu right now? Like, is there anything that you're watching right now that really makes you happy, or do you think this is just gonna be one of those kind of like off years for everything? It happens. Let me know let me know what you think.
It's a great question. As someone who has not, neither of us have really watched any of the new writer anything. Though I am excited for the new Fize stuff because Fize is a good series, a good comfort series. I'm definitely excited for all of that.
We're confirmed that the best thing to have in a Kamen Rider this year was Shin Kamen Rider.
That is very true. Which you can watch now on Amazon Prime.
On Amazon Prime! On Amazon Prime! Go watch on Amazon Prime. Shin Master Rider on Amazon Prime. That might be related to something we talk about later, huh?
Wow!
Wow!
DJ Kidna says he's been behind on Toku for a while, but King Oger had a strong start.
King Oger had a really good cameo episodes, and that's all I've seen. I want my mech suits. I want my real locations. Yeah, reject modern taste. Embrace the Showa era stupidity.
Stop filming behind a green screen, you cowards.
Do it for real. I want to see you guys do it for real. Launch a guy out of a cannon into a fucking wall. Do it for real, for my entertainment. It must be satisfying.
You're starting to sound more and more like a Packlet with every sentence.
It makes me go. I finished Patrick Stewart's memoir this morning.
Did he boldly go?
He arrogantly went. But humanly, arrogantly went. It's a really fun book. I highly recommend it. I love memoirs because you get to see somebody kind of like be a little bit more candid about themselves. And I feel like he was definitely being more real about himself than I feel like other people would do if they were trying to like make their own autobiography. He didn't like toot his horn too much, honestly, and I really appreciate it. He didn't seem like a, what's the British or European or Australian term that starts with a C? One of those. He didn't come off like that at all. Really cool dude. Really cool dude. Well, he did some questionable things, but I mean, he owns up to it, so. Oh. There's a part in the middle where he gets casted in something, and he goes, "Yes, fucking yes!" And it made me laugh really hard. He said, let's go a couple times, like he meant it. So, yeah, Making It So. Go check that out. Great memoir. So. Beast of Possibility says, I think the state of Toku is getting pretty great and pretty new to Kamen Rider, with my only exposure being Shin Kamen Rider, the original Kamen Rider, the original manga, and Black Sun. Well, I'm really glad that you've been able to check out a lot of it. There's so much more of it, and it gets more lighthearted and a little bit more silly in some other places. But those are some pretty solid ones that get you a pretty good idea of what the hell the show is. So I'm glad you've been enjoying like the baseline stuff. Seriously, I'm super pleased. It's one of my favorite things to hear. Odd One says, it feels like a middle this year. Been watching Ultraman Blazer, mainly due to its availability, good story, and digging into the characters. I actually ran into Johnny Young Bosch last weekend, and Vaughn. If you guys don't know Vaughn Cooper, super cool dude, go follow him on Twitter too. He actually got him to sign some Blazer stuff for him. And he seems super, super excited to be signing it. So shout out to Johnny and Vaughn. But yeah, Blazer looked like a lot of fun. You're kidding. I'm gonna pass this back to you. I need my hands.
He just takes the mic from people. If you've seen the Earth video that we did, well, we didn't do it. It was we got
Three Musketeers. What's cool? We got a pin. We're cool now, guys. See? I got his enamel pin. Me and him are chill now.
We got featured on the 3D Musketeers video about East Coast Rep Fair.
Not just only 3D Musketeers, but who else?
And Dustin had a big cancer moment where he saw something that he wanted and he took it. And yeah, you should definitely check out the video to see what happens. It's really funny. It was even funnier watching it on the sideline in real time.
All right, so I'm gonna lift up the camera so they can get the view. Working on this new one over here.
Yeah, that's a good camera.
Yeah, tell them about the 3D printing video.
Oh yeah, so for anyone who's not familiar, in the 3D printing community, there is a man by the name of Joel. He's a 3D printing nerd, Joel Telling. He's very nice. And he does these things called the 60 seconds videos, where you have 60 seconds basically as an exhibitor or whatever your passion is to basically say what you're there for and kind of give your little 60-second pitch. And we were excited to be able to participate in that this year. So if you haven't already seen Joel Telling's East Coast Rep Fair video with his 60 seconds, we are featured in it, and Dustin did a very good job, albeit he did get caught the one time that I was away from the booth all weekend. He got onslaughted, and I don't even remember what errand I was running at the time, but I feel very bad that I was not there to back him up.
It's okay. You were there in spirit, and I got through it. You could watch the video if you want to. And
You did great, sweetie.
appreciate it. Thank you, Katie. And then I also wanted to say, hey, Joel, thank you so much. If you're seeing this, seriously, thank you, because I don't know if I expressed this, but that 10 costume thing that I did that I can't talk to everybody about. What I can say, Joel helped 3D print some stuff for us, and I really appreciate it. Our friend TJ helped us too. TJ, if you hear me, I need you to email me or text me after the stream, because I still got to get you back. I almost forgot. I can get you back now. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry it's taking this long. It just now hit me, and it hit me like a Mack truck. Oh my God, TJ, I'm so sorry. If I don't message you, you message me first, okay? But yeah, Joel, and David, seriously, it was great meeting y'all at Open Source, and thank you so much for helping me with that project. I really wish we could talk more about that project, but that's okay. We could probably talk about a bigger project in the future that involves all of us together. But seriously, being somebody that was watching 3D Printing Nerd to get into 3D printing, and then being somebody that not only got to be in your videos, but also got to hire you for some stuff, I can't tell you how much it means to me. Seriously, thank you so damn much. And like always, man, high five, dude. I'd love the hell out of you. Katie, you too. Hand on screen. Further out. This way. Okay. What else have we done? Oh,
What
no,
else?
we should shout out some people from Open Source that we thought were cool.
Yes. If y'all have seen videos of a giant Furby with legs around the internet, we met that person. Her name is Jessica, and she's very nice. Jessica Crafternoon is what she goes by online.
Go subscribe to her channel. It's on YouTube.
She was the perfect amount of unhinged, and it was really fun to meet any and all of the female makers that were at Open Source. There weren't a lot of us, so we what's the right word? We kind of like osmosis towards each other, and we got to stick together. So it was cool to meet her and everything. Pop Grace Co. was who they were with.
Yeah,
there
well,
was,
tell them what it was. 'Cause they might not know
but
what they had.
this guy had a onion that he had carved to look like Among Us, and which sounds so stupid, but it was really funny to see in person. He had like resin casted it, and it was really funny to see in person. But the other half of it was this really cool embroidery group that had really talented things, and we may have them do some cool stuff in the future for us.
But if you need embroidery with some tokusatsu stuff, go ahead, my boy K20 Custom. Superior Sentai.
You said to talk about people we met at Open Sauce.
I know, but I gotta rep the boys when we have our own embroidery stuff. But hey, that's only for tokusatsu stuff and other stuff that he has and can do. If they have something better for your student needs, go with them instead. Either way, that's the cool thing about makers and stuff is I'll support all of them and any of them. See, I supported another one in the middle of supporting another. I'm gonna shut up and start working on this printer now.
You keep taking the mic away and then dropping things on the floor because you can't hold more than one thing.
Small attention span.
DJ Kidna says, what do we think the chances are of getting another season of Futo PI or getting anime adaptations of other writer manga? I would love to see another season of Futo PI. I know how it is about waiting for season 2s of things to happen. It can sometimes take 7 months, or it could take 7 years.
Or 12 years. What's up, panty and stocking?
Yeah, so I think it all just depends on the numbers for things that we don't have access to, like sales and watch time and popularity in general. I mean, granted, we did see a good amount of Futo PI stuff around when we were in Japan earlier this year, but that may not be indicative.
I really don't think we're going to see Futo PI stuff anytime soon. That's just me.
All right, frickin' negative Nancy over there.
I'm trying to be negative. I'm trying to be real.
With his heavens tornado attitude.
Yo, they couldn't even get the fucking TV show over here in the first place. Why, like...
I just want to hear Daisuke Ono more. That's what I'm here for. He's a great seiyuu.
Say what?
Oh my god. Thank you, Audwin, for coming out. We appreciate you coming by. Have a good night.
Wait, what? Oh, hey, man. Catch you later.
Yeah, it is 11:30 over here for all our East Coast folks. Yes, he approaches soon. With pizza.
Franklin.
They never gave us a name. So it could be whoever we want, truly. Beast of Possibility asks, how do you make the bug eyes for your Shin Kamen Rider? Is it a mold?
Actually, it's a resin 3D print using one of the Elegoo Saturn machines. I highly recommend checking out those machines if you want to do like Kamen Rider eyepieces. Elegoo's Clear Red works pretty good. The only thing I can say is that it's not super durable resin. Sadly, my helmet, it took a tumble over at East Coast Rep Fair, and those eyepieces shattered, which was a huge bummer. The outer eyepieces are actually a resin casted piece, or a resin printed piece that I vacuum formed. So if you buy that wrap product 3D model from for Shin Kamen Rider, it should have the internal lens and the outer lens. Print both of them, print both sets, and put the outer. Oh, pizza time. Okay, I'm gonna go get food. BRB.
I told them not to knock, so I guess they retaliated by ringing the doorbell instead. Contactless delivery is never contactless anymore. Good night, DJ Kidna. Thanks for coming and stopping by. Something Spider-Man song reference.
All right, well, I wasn't expecting that to show up so soon. We literally rambled so much that we didn't finish doing what we were going to do tonight. So let me wrap this up so then we can go ahead and go eat our dinner. And I'll try to bring us back in maybe tomorrow so we can finish up and talk more about these two machines after I've had a night to work with them some more. Is there anybody else in the chat? Is there anything else popped up in the meantime I missed? Oh yeah, no, doorbell. Well, anyways, I'm sorry we didn't stay too much longer. I wanted to stream as quickly as I could. If I can, I will try to be back on again tomorrow so we can finish up and give you more information about how I feel about this new Neptune 4. We're going to eat some dinner and enjoy the rest of the night. But yeah, we'll be back again hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the next day. It'll probably just be me solo. So Katie, if you're not going to be here, say bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
So I wanted to announce really quickly, because this is what we were working on. If you guys don't follow Mega64, they make these really, really, really damn cool suited versions of anime and stuff like that. They did Dragon Ball Z. They actually have a new one coming out pretty soon, so go check that out. Mega64.com, Mega64 on YouTube. And then they also have a Evangelion in 5 minutes, and they have a couple of them. I love those a lot. Even cooler is that on the 20th or the 24th of this month, they are going to be announcing, or they're going to be putting up pre-orders for those videos specifically on Blu-ray with lots of behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm excited as hell about it because Katie and I are working on a suited version of Shin Kamen Rider. We're doing our best to make one that's fun and still looks really cool, has just like a little bit more budget behind it, and we're going to really go kind of wild with it, and we don't want it to be exactly the same as Shin Masked Rider. So we are making some tweaks and changes to it to where it has some of the same feels and some of the same beats, but ultimately the only way you're going to get the real experience of watching Shin Masked Rider is by watching the movie itself. But we are also doing this because we need practice making some narrative content. We want to make stuff with our costumes and visual effects. We don't care if it's the biggest and coolest thing in the world. We're more so interested in making sure that, hey, can we do this? Because if we can do this and we're comfortable doing it, we might have something bigger in 2024 or 2025. So yeah, first big video of the year is going to be a Shin Kamen Rider parody. And we already have started casting some people, and we already have some costumes in production. And that's why I'm so frustrated about some of this, is that some of these are supposed to be things we're doing for our December and January shoot. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited about that. I hope we can talk more about it tomorrow or whenever I stream next. But yeah, I miss y'all. Glad to be back. We're going to go eat some dinner, and I'll catch you back here next time at The Next Decade. See you soon. Bye.